Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mute muna. Kahapon, sa mga pakiramdam ni Ken. Ano pakiramdam? Wala lang. Talagang hindi pa siya nakaka-recover. Pa nga siya tutuloy na gumagal.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montano Hall Gymnasium here in Cavite City. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Playoffs powered by TMT Play. This is the 14 under division, and it's the game 2 of the South semifinals between the Leyte Surhomes and the Dasmarinas 14U Hoops, 14 under. And now let's meet the starters. First from your Leyte Surhomes. Starting at guard, number 5, Cesar Escoto. Under guard, number 23, Arthur Aureliano. Starting at forward, number 30, Don Real Perez. Under forward, number 22, Santino Navales. And playing at center, number 24, Ezekiel Kabiling. Head coach for the Leyte Surhomes, 14 under, Cliff Tesocan. And now here are the starters from your Dasmarinas Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Playing point guard, number 10, Zechariah Guanse. Shooting guard number 46, Dwayne Ferrer. Forward number 2, Wayne Werber. Other forward number 5, CJ Castillejo. And at center number 26, Peter John Percasual. Head coach for the Dasmarinas, Don Pagundo AJ Hoops, 14 under Alfie Guanse. Assisted by Archie Bernardino, Juan Lucio, and Rafi Rojas. Referees for this ball game, Rovil Kaliwag, John Mahinay, Raymond Madera. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Playoffs, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Ito po for the 6th and final game of this afternoon. Ngayong linggo, hatid sa inyo ng Team to Play Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Jaime Mandera, kasama rin si Cho Pangilinan alongside Andy Veloso, bringing you this 14 under action between Leyte Sur Homes and the Dasmarinas Don Pacundo AJ Hoops, kung saan lamang nga ng isang laro itong Dasmarinas Don Pacundo AJ Hoops in this semi-finals matchup. A win would advance them to the division finals, and that's definitely something they're eyeing for. Pati if ikaw naman ang Sur Homes Leyte, despite being short-handed, you would like to extend it to a do-or-die game number 3.
Yeah, if you're Leyte Sur Homes, you definitely need to play your A game to live for another day as you're facing, or you're at the verge of ending your season. And of course, you represent an area that is not in Luzon, unlike sa ibang mga areas, no, na kalakalabin. Of course, Dasmarinas, Las Piñas, other places. Ito namang Leyte, Davao, yan mga medyo malalayo eh. So I think grabe yung representation nila, grabe yung fan base nila dyan. And it would be big for their home base if makaabot sila ng division finals, or syempre mas maganda if the mismong junior MPBL finals.
A lot of fans behind itong ang Sur Homes Leyte squad. Fortunately, in that first game, they lost by just 6. No? So they were hanging in there. They were right in it. Kaso talagang hindi nga lang inabot. And the absence of some key players, specifically yung Andwell Cabanyero, naramdaman talaga ng Sur Homes Leyte. And also, without them here today.
Yeah, and again, sabi mo nga kanina in the previous game, if may sakit ka sa puso, hindi pwede nanonood ka ng Junior MPBL kasi hindi ka talagang games, just like yung nanalo yung Dasma with this latest squad.
As Navales able to get that basket, a power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Ganda ng mga composure doon by Navales to get that finish. Our first 2 points of this ball game.
It really seems that Leyte, or that latest strength, is really attacking the basket, considering that they've only made 1 3-pointer in their last game compared to 12 nitong Dasma. So that is a big disparity. However, if it's working for you, then why not?
Dito naman sa kabila, also their own version of an end one. Peter John Bercasio able to get that one despite the contact naman from Zar Escoto. Another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
And again, even though Dasma has been really on a roll in the last game in the 3-point area, they shot 44% better than their opponent. So don't really disregard them for their field goal shooting.
Also able to convert on that 3-point play was Dasmarinas, tying this ball game at 3. This is kind of a pseudo home court ng Montano Hall sa Cavite City para sa Dasmarinas, I would say. A lot of supporters have made their way dito in our arena to watch the game live and support their team. Try to close it out nga in this best-of-3 series. Escoto with 9 to shoot. Shot clock violation against Sur Homes Leyte. Apologies. Ang basa ko dun sa shot clock was 9, but instead it was 0. Ball goes back to the Dasmarinas Don Pacundo AJ Hoops. Some pressure here on the backcourt from the white shirts. Guanse attacking the hoop strong and gets that scoop. Ganda naman ng galaw para dito kay Dwayne Ferrer.
Tignan natin, the Dasma bench loving it, loving every moment, every basket of this ball game. And you know what's at stake. You know, when Dasma, it'll be big if they reach this semifinals, or rather the finals, if they reach that, considering they are a second seed.
So yung mga games na na-cover natin from lunchtime until today or until this ball game are 2 versus 3 matchups. Nakita naman natin na resulta ng first 2 that we've covered. Down the wire, just the previous game went into overtime. Sa nagwagi nga ang Bawan Cafe Uno in their battle for Batangas. To the reverse is Ferrer will miss. Zares Cotto will run it para sa Leyte. Passes it off to Perez. Off the glass, won't work. Tapik, mapupunta kay Rosales. Short stab. Kagana yan para sa Leyte. Tabla tayo at 5.
Yeah, and the last 2 games were very, very close. And of course, sana ito rin. Sana malay mo, pumawad pa ng overtime.
Castillejo will get his first bucket. You know, this guy is a walking bucket. CJ Castillejo para sa Dasmarinas and was their key performer as well in that Game 1 victory, finishing with 25 big points.
Yes, and that's because of his length, his speed, you know. And of course, he's shooting from beyond the arc. This kid can do it all. I was supposed to say this guy, but this is the 14 under division, so this kid indeed can do it all, averaging almost 18 points per game.
Kung maglaro naman kasi, parang mama na talaga. So I really can't blame you if you wouldn't mistake these guys for kids. As Damian trying to battle his way through, kicks it out to Navales for 3. Too strong. Looking for that steal. Trapping itong si Guance, and he will lose that basketball, but able to recover. Great hustle there from Navales. Perez will try from outside and will be fouled from behind by Ferrer. And will be going to the line for 3 free throws.
And that was really a big contact. Kita natin si Ferrer. May gigil siya na he really wanted to stop that shot coming from Perez. Ito namang si Perez, great recovery on that one. Kita natin na save yung ball eh. Nakuha niya. He found his spot. And good for him. Now he's shooting 3 free throws.
2 fouls na nga rin itong si Dwayne Ferrer for the Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Has to sit down for a good bit. Trying to nurse that and avoid that early 3rd foul. 2 of 2 so far para kay Perez. He has 1 more to take the lead back to Leyte. 3-4-3 para kay Perez. 8-7 now in favor of Surhomes. Ball almost stolen. Ahead. Underneath. Able to get that finish. It's a nice find there. Able to get that basket was Charles Ravelo para sa Dasmarinas. Another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Another name that we've been saying during the eliminations is Ravelo. Another guy that can really contribute for his squad. Definitely a guy to watch out for if you're Leyte.
Another 3-point play conversion. Steal and finish. This time, Wayne Werner.
5 points in that quick 2 sequences for Dasma. So it shows you what they can do even without CJ Castillejo.
Zares Cotto won't be able to convert. Takbo kaagad ng Dasma. Leading by 4, 12-8. Kaso may ipit. Almost a steal there coming from Perez. The ball will stay here with the black shirts. 5 minutes and a second remaining sa ating first quarter. Surhomes Leyte nga. Want to avoid being swept. Castillejo caught stepping on that half-court line.
That's the burden of being really lengthy, really being tall for a 14-year-old. Is that minsan hindi mo matatansya. And take note, he's still gonna grow. He's still just 14. So alam mong lalaki pa yan. Hindi pa niya alam eh. Hindi pa niya matansya sa sarili niya.
Rosales from keyhole. Ayaw. Rosales played well in that Game 1 loss. A monster double-double, 28 points and 11 rebounds. Look to replicate that in this ball game to give Surhomes Leyte a chance. Turnover muli para sa Dasmarinas as a timeout will be whistled here by Surhomes Leyte, trailing by 4, 12-8 with 4:16 left in the first.
This game is getting exciting mga kaliga dahil nga this is a do or die game for Leyte Sure Homes. As per Coach Cliff, hustle lang ang kailangan nila ngayong laro. Mindset nga raw nila ay dapat babalik sila sa Maynila next week. Ibig sabihin mga kaliga, dapat manalo sila ngayong araw. Para naman kay Assistant Coach Juan Lucio ng Dasmarinas, papantayan o aangatan lang ulit nila ang ibinibigay na aggressive defense ng Leyte tulad ng ginawa nila noong first game. They will also work on their communication and passings on this second game. Exciting ang ating laro mga kaliga, pero pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for being this year fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only. So keep it fun mga kaliga, game responsibly. Balik sa inyo, Jaime Cho.
Maraming salamat, Andy Veloso, our courtside reporter, for all the games na meron tayo ngayong araw. Getting those insights from our coaches and players. Talagang highly appreciated yung mga nakukuha niyang impormasyon, no? So for Sur Homes Leyte, gusto nilang makabalik pa sa Manila for game number 3. And of course, if Dasmarinas, gusto na nga nilang wag nang bigyan pa ng pagkakataon itong Leyte na mabuhayan. Would like to close the series out early and get a bit of rest or scout yung koponan na pwede mong makaharap in the next round.
That is more than possible for Dasmarinas because again, you have the likes of CJ Castilla who can run the floor. Kita naman natin, no signs of him slowing down, no signs of him really struggling. But ito namang Leyte, it's really evident that they know what's at stake. They know na kahit pa paano itong Dasma, medyo may sense of comfortability since they are leading in the series. So again, it's a stalemate in that aspect. So it's interesting how this game will boil down.
Two teammates fighting for that rebound. Another opportunity, Rosales. Niluluwa na naman. Damian naman nasusubok. Ayaw pa rin talaga. Dasma regains the basketball. They have a 4-on-4. Takes it all the way instead. Naman yung whip bit nun. Coming from Werner.
And again, that's the beauty of having someone, or having a lot of guys actually for Dasma, no, that are really tall plus athletic. Iba yung tall ka lang, iba yung athletic ka lang, and iba rin yung matangkad ka na, athletic ka pa.
Pinakita nga ni Werner in that instance. No? He had a couple of options. Decided to take it all the way. Napakagwapo nga namang tignan ng galaw na yun. His length and athleticism in full display in this 14 under division. Really sometimes in awe, no? About how old these kids are and how old I am, and you know.
Pati ikaw nadamay eh.
Oo eh. Parang kasi iniisip ko nung ganyan ang edad ko, parang wala na ngang length, wala pang athleticism. Damian inside. Will be fouled. Would be a penalty na para dito sa Dasmarinas. Don Facundo AJ Hoops would mean free throws para kay Dan Damian. As we have a look at the fans na meron tayo dito sa Montano Hall in Cavite City. All age and sizes. Enjoying this afternoon's festivities. As Dasmarinas will call for some time with 2:04 left here in our first. Last 2:04 of this first quarter. Prior to that timeout nga, Dan Damian was fouled. Penalty na nga Dasmarinas. 2 free throws for him. Splitting his charities. 14-11 now. 3-point advantage pa rin para sa Dasmarinas. Don Facundo AJ Hoops leading the series 1-0. A chance to go to the division finals with a victory. Sur Homes Leyte has other plans. Gusto nila makabalik ng Manila for game number 3. Azares Cotto strong to the hoop but unable to finish. Kita mo naman yung penetration ni Azares Cotto. He can find that open lane. Dasma this time. 10 to shoot. Kick out. Another kick out. 4 to shoot. Stepping back for 3. That won't work. A miss para dito kay Ravelo. But the ball will remain here with Dasmarinas.
Ang laking bagay nung Damian for Leyte because he's been really providing that intimidation, that rim presence, rim protection rather, for his squad. Kita natin itong si Ravelo has been forced, not really naman forced, but maybe was turned to a three-point attempt rather than to attack from the inside because again, there is a rim protection presence in Damian.
Is Marasigan now. Pass inside. Unable to handle that, but shot clock will run out. So a turnover nonetheless for the Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Sur Homes Leyte have an opportunity to bring this lead down or even tie it at 14 with the last 47.7 of this first period. But they immediately turn the ball over back to Dasma. Attacking strong to the lane. Fishing that foul is Lordy Bernardino para dito sa Dasma.
You can see that on that time, lamang yung Dasma on speed. So late response from defense ng Leyte. And they were forced to foul. And maybe that is what this squad of Dasmarinas can do. Lamang sila sa speed. So maybe they can use that against their opponents. Ito namang Leyte, medyo short-handed sila compared sa players sa roster itong Dasma. So you really can't depend on your speed, on your conditioning. But what you can depend on is again the size of Damian. Of course, your players also are really capable shooters. So maybe you should look at it at that angle and not at an angle where baka hindi siya or maybe inefficient for you in the long run considering yun nga you are very little in your roster.
Another steal dito for Dasmarinas and another foul committed by Sur Homes Leyte. This time it's Navales that will be whistled for his personal. This is first personal foul. Penalty na rin dito ang Leyte. Werner will go to the line for a couple. 35.5 seconds remaining sa ating first quarter. As Werner will be able to get that bounce. First free throw conversion playing well so far is Wayne Werner. He has 6 points to go with 4 boards after that conversion, plus an assist. Doing it everything dito para sa Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Almost another steal on the backcourt para sa Dasmarinas. Aureliano now. Inside to Damian. 2 black shirts trying to check him. Hand check foul will be whistled here against Gonzalez. Dan Damian will earn a trip again to the charity stripe.
And we saw that was a mismatch, a size mismatch from Gonzalez and Damian. So, of course, if you're going up as with someone as big as Damian, tapos naunahan ka mo on that first step, you will be forced to use your hands to defend. Medyo nahuli siya sa laterals that time, and of course, that is a foul that needs to be called by our officials. So, again, that is the luxury of having someone as big as Damian on your roster.
Able to hit on his first. Split nga lang siya kanina. 2 of 2 para kay Dan Damian. Size of this kid, don't be deceived, no? Talagang in that instance, ang bilis din. Azares Cotto coming up with that steal and the basket. Azares Cotto, I believe that's his first basket pa lamang in this ball game. Able to produce 16 points in that game 1 loss. Last 1 second in this quarter. Navales would have counted. But time will run out sa ating first period. 17-15, our scoreline in favor of the Dasmarinas Don Facundo AJ Hoops against the Sur Homes Leyte. Once again, we look at our team to play move of the game. Ito naman yung galaw ni Werner kanina. Passing it off for that beautiful finish from Bercasio for our team to play move of the game. We'll be back with the second quarter. second quarter of action resumes. Ito ang game number 2 of the semifinals between Surhomes Leyte and Dasmarinas Don Facundo. AJ Hoops. Guanse opens up our second quarter with a 3-pointer. Able to extend this lead para sa Dasma 20-15.
And more importantly, that is the first 3-pointer of Dasma, considering again, they made 12 in their game 1 against Leyte. So that is one of the many weapons that Dasma has that Leyte needs to really check.
As Werner attacks the basket. Earned himself another trip to the line. Has been the key guy for Dasmarinas. CJ Castillejo not yet producing. I would say that's not so good news para dito sa Surhomes Leyte na abante na kaagad ang Dasma rito na hindi pa pumuputok si CJ Castillejo.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of guys really that are capable of scoring in the Dasma squad, but I think we really can't infer that he's struggling. Maybe in the third, if wala pa rin talagang napupukol kahit pa paano itong si CJ, maybe di lang niya talaga araw. No?
Pressure once again being set up here by Dasmarinas. Have caused a number of turnovers already. Navales may ipit muli. Has a second to cross. Yun na nga, mapipituhan na ng 8-second violation. Another turnover here for Surhomes Leyte. Meanwhile, punta muna tayo kay Andy Veloso for a report. Andy?
As per Coach Cliff of Leyte, isa sa naging dahilan ng pagkatalo nila noong first game ay ang pagiging kampante ng players niya. Dahil bago ang laro na yon, galing sila sa 8 winning streak. So Coach Cliff took that loss as a good learning opportunity for his team na kailanman ay hindi sila pwedeng magpakampante. Para nga kay Cesar Escoto, kailangan nilang makabawi lalo na bumiyahe pa sila ng kanyang tatay mula sa Marca at kahapon lang ito nakarating dito sa Maynila. Sabi niya, kahit malayo, basta para sa pangarap para future, siguradong kakayanin niya. Hi, Mencho.
Thank you, Andy. Again, a beautiful story, no? Na itong si Cesar Escoto coming all the way from Samar, able to show up para dito sa Surhomes Leyte and perform. Also mentioning nga ito as Navales gets that layup for Surhomes Leyte. 8-game win streak sila. Nakatikim sila ulit ng talo, and maybe the lessons not really coming from wins. In the case of Surhomes Leyte, mas marami ka pang matutunan of that loss.
Yeah, and speaking of Escoto naman, imagine, like, it's different animal talaga when you're coming from a place that's not in the Luzon Island. You know, galing kang Visayas, galing kang Mindanao, may yung ibang homegrown player ng Davao Red Cubs. Yung mga klaseng instances, it's really an extra struggle for them because of course you can't drive here. You really have to go by boat or by plane. But one thing's for sure, the struggle is there. And they're also willing to go through that struggle. So respect for everyone, not only them, who goes through that.
Effort nga, no? Talagang even from those na, di ba, within Luzon, pero malayo din yung kanilang pinanggagalingan. You see a number of players for their teams doing that or sacrificing na magsistay muna sila with their team, away from their families possibly. Itong Cesar Escoto nga, no exception. Para sa pangarap, I just love that remark. Para sa pangarap, as all of these kids do have a dream to make it to the bigger leagues someday. And of course, yung mga schools na mga gusto rin nilang paglaruan, and bring their basketball skills not just in the junior MPBL, but in other areas where they could also develop themselves. Escoto hangs in the air. Able to get that basket, but Perez gives him another opportunity. Damian na-atake muli. Kick out to Rosales. This is Navales now. To the corner, Perez for 3. That short. Tapik, mapupunta kay Escoto. Hangs in the air, gets the bump. Able to finish, but will head to the line for 2.
A little quiet coming from the Leyte squad right here. At least in the early minutes of our second quarter, but again, the best way to really get your rhythm is through the free throw line. And Escoto, really again, of his story a while ago being reported by our Miss Andrea Veloso, really admiring him, able to still perform, no? Even though coming off a trip, and di biro yun, like, may mga nakakapagod na biyahe, and I'm sure that was one for him.
Jump ball dito, Navales and Castillejo figuring in that jump ball. Surhomes Leyte will keep possession with 6:05 left here in our first half. Abante nga ng 8 ang Dasmarinas, 25-17. Navales looking for Damian inside. They swing it to Perez. Back to Escoto, just 5 to shoot. Navales, 2 to shoot now. Ball stolen by Werner. Takbo ang Dasmarinas. They go to Ferrer, blocked by Rosales. Ganda naman basa din ni Rosales in that instance, and the transition defense for Sur Homes Leyte. There for them to recover.
Yes, and again, it's very big for Leyte to have Rosales and itong si Damian on the floor. Really gives that threat, a defensive threat.
Castillejo will try from outside. Gets that three-pointer to go. Eto na nga, CJ Castillejo giving us his first three-pointer. Now a double-digit lead, 28-17, 11-point advantage para dito sa Dasmarinas. Nice drop pass, Escoto to Navales.
And again, if you're Leyte, it's bad news that Castillejo has been feeling it in the second quarter. And again, lamang na nga sila nang hindi pa nakagawa si CJ. What more if he finds his role even further? So you really have to take note of that. You have to be alarmed. You have to be ready. Kung ano mang gagawin mo, kung ano bang pagsasagot mo, if ever that comes.
Keep it on the baseline after that foiled attempt by Castillejo. Go to Guance once again. Are the usual starters now para sa Dasmarinas. Scooping it up. Guance loving that shot. Extending this lead once again to 11, 30-19. Rosales trying to elude the trap. Gets it to Zar Escoto. He will try from outside. That rattles out. Navales with offensive rebound. Escoto gets it back. Inside to Rosales. Powers his way through for 2.
Again, yun yung advantage nga, no? I've been really repeating the size and visually, itong Dasma, they have bigger players, pero itong si Werner, Castillejo, mga wing players yan not really the type to really bang bodies inside the paint.
Castillejo, nice pass inside to Werner. Hindi ka man niya saktan sa scoring. Kaya namang mababanatan dun sa mga vision nitong si CJ Castillejo.
Not only the vision, marami rin talaga siyang teammates na pwedeng asahan So it's really convenient for him na even though he is the main man on his squad, walang pressure sa shoulders niya na hindi lang siya yung pwedeng gumawa.
Damian, able to escape. Easy basket underneath. Staying with it is si Leyte. Hindi sila makaalis dito sa 9-point lead ng Dasmarinas. So 3 and 10 left in the first half. Castillejo once again. Another three-pointer. Ito na. Second quarter. CJ Castillejo warming up.
And I like how you describe it as a warm-up when in fact his team is now in the lead by 12. So kung warm-up pa lang yung leading by 12, then what more if he's really in the zone?
This guy, CJ Castillejo, of course, averaging 18 points a ball game. As we see a player down for Sur Homes Leyte. Got yung feet niya entangled, I think. Yep. Inadvertent. I think Werner was the one na nasabitan niya. That was a hard fall dito para kay Navales. Hopefully nothing too serious. They need every man that they could have dito sa ball game na to in their attempt to extend the series to a game 3. Santino Gabriel Navales so far has been playing great. 9 points para sa kanya. Leading the way para sa Sur Homes Leyte. It's being attended to by our medical staff dito sa Cavite City. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the last 2 and 53 of this first half. Resume our action dito sa second quarter. Still 2 and 45 remaining. So trailing by 12 itong Surhomes Leyte. Biggest lead so far for Dasmarinas. Earlier nga, Navales had to nurse that injury as shot clock will run out once again. Dito sa Surhomes Leyte. Rosales a bit unaware. They had only a few seconds after that timeout was called.
They have the tendency to really forget that shot clock. Hindi na nangyari na sa kanila yun. And another thing to be solved, another problem to look out for if you're Leyte.
Perez able to track that down. That turnover by Dasma. Damian attacking the lane, kicks it out. Escoto for 3. Rattles out, offensive rebound Rosales. Masasabitan siya and will instead try to earn it from the line. Juanse will be whistled for that foul. This is first foul. Second team foul para sa Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Rosales will have a chance to add to his tally. So far, 4 points to go with 3 boards para dito kay Francis Rosales, averaging 18 points and 14 boards in the tournament so far. Namang inaasahan talaga din dito ng Surhomes Leyte, especially in the absence of Anduel Caballero. Splitting his charities, back to an 11-point advantage para sa Dasma, 35-24. A little under 2 minutes left in our second quarter. At if ikaw ang Surhomes Leyte, would like to make it more decent lead heading into the second half. A bit more manageable. And you could use this last minute and 45 to maybe string that mini run.
Yeah, although it's not the end of the world for them, medyo nag-iiba yung story in the third quarter. It's either the leading team will really seal the deal or sila yung makakabalik. So, of course, they want that second scenario to pan out for them. And that won't happen if hindi nila pabababain man lang yung lamang, no? At least a single-digit lead come in the second half.
Marasigan, after losing that basketball earlier, getting another steal. This time making sure. Adds 2 more to their lead, 37-24. Their biggest lead now at 13. Perez, blocked inside. Tatakbo dito ang Dasmarinas. Castillejo plays it up and in. 15-point lead now, 39-24. Another steal. Marasigan na naman ang atake. Short on that layup. Another opportunity that time around. Ravelo getting that basket. And the run instead will be going the Dasma's way. 41-24, 17-point lead now with 46.6 left in the first half. .6 seconds left in our first half. Another turnover para sa Leyte off that timeout. Marasigan na naman ang aatake but nabitawan ng bola. This has been a 6-0 run for Dasmarinas and able to extend that what was once an 11-point lead now to their biggest at 17. Nahihirapan talaga makatawid dito ang Surhomes Leyte. Another steal from Dasmarinas. Ball does go back to the white shirts for the last 32.8 of the second quarter.
And that's the edge of this Don Facundo squad. They are the much faster team, even though they're not necessarily the bigger team. And ito, mga tulad ni Werner, no, na again, is playing the 4-3 position, or maybe the 4 position, but is really fast for the position he is playing. So, kita mo na, yun yung reason bakit hindi na natatawid yung bola.
Credit to dito kay Dan Damian, no? every time they get the ball underneath in the post dito kay Dan Damian, good things happen. Whether he's able to convert or in the couple of instances now, nafa-foul siya and has an opportunity to get points from the line. Kasi medyo nahihirapan nga sila to get those field goals in, and the free throw line may be the only way na makapuntos itong Surhomes Leyte.
Yeah, yun naman yung edge nitong Leyte, no? Ang problema lang talaga nila, hindi nila maitawid yung bola. But once they find a way to cross the court, may bigay nila kay Damian inside, then you expect free throws or maybe a bucket from him.
Last 3 seconds remaining. Three-pointer. This will count if it goes.
Oh.
High looping shot from Ian Sobrepeña. And look at the Dasma bench celebrating as if they've won the game. Pero tingnan mo naman talagang just in the nick of time. Sobrepeña able to hit that three-pointer. Extending their lead now to 19 big points, 44-25 as we take a look at our team to play, move off the game. None other than that three-pointer. Conopio there to defend it. Talaga naman, napakataas. High looping shot to finish our first half for our team to play, move off the game. We'll be back with the second half of action.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa,
Mga kaliga, I have here with me Assistant Coach Janice Assis of Leyte Sure Home. So Coach, medyo challenging itong first half sa inyo. Ano bang plano natin this second half?
Actually, medyo sa line up namin, medyo kulang na talaga, 10 lang yung na dumating. But pipilitin namin no, mahabol. Anyway, ano pa man, mayroong 2 quarters pa. So, kaya pa yung habulin. I-pressure lang namin, i-contain lang namin yung mga shooters nila. Siguro mapapagod din yan pagdating ng fourth. Yun lang.
Good luck po, Coach. Meron kang gustong pasalamatan na ba't yan?
Yes, thank you sa mga supporters ng Leyte Shore Homes. Hindi pa tapos ang laban. Pipilitin pa natin magkaroon ng Game 3. At saka shout out pala sa Auntie Lani ko na nanood at saka sa pamilya ko sa Leyte and sa Butuan City. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Janice, and good luck po for the game. Pero bago muna yung mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for being the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL. Pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang yun yung phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only. So keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Balik sa inyo, Jaime Show.
Salamat po kay Andy Veloso for that report. Look at some highlights in our first half of action. Dasmarinas nga was just a 2-point game heading to the second quarter, Cho. 17-15. Surhomes was right in there. But that 27-10 blast in that second quarter allowed itong Dasmarinas to break this game open. Pero sabi nga ni Coach, hindi pa to tapos. That's the right mindset heading to the last 2 quarters. Surhomes later able to recover despite having just 10 players.
Ever since that CJ Castillejo right wing three-pointer went in, nagiba na yung ihip ng hangin for Dasma, no? Nakaisa na ulit si CJ Castillejo. Nung nag-press din sila, nag-iba na rin talaga yung momentum ng laro. Considering the points in the paint, They've scored itong Leyte by 10. Fast break points din, they've scored itong Leyte by 6. 3 points, not to mention, no, they've been able to sink 4 from beyond the arc. Ito namang Leyte wala pa. So that will really tell you a lot kung ano bang nangyari, kung bakit ba naghahabol ang Leyte. And obviously, if you're Leyte, again, ang dami mong inakaharap na challenges. 10 lang kayo sa lineup nyo. Of course, may mga kanyang-kanyang biyahe pa yan. Mayroong mga pagod. And obviously, in terms of big man, no, si Damian lang talaga yung inaasahan nyo. So, marami talagang challenges ang kinakaharap. But then again, nothing is impossible. No? Only improbable. So, and maaga pa naman. No? Still a lot of time to recover. So, anything, sky's the limit for these later kids.
Escoto will miss inside. Rosales, second chance. So 4 straight points dito para sa Surhomes Leyte to begin this third quarter. Signs of life para sa kanila. Navales coming up with a steal. Gets his second bucket here in the third quarter. 6-0 run now for Surhomes Leyte. Nice to see Santino Navales back into this ball game. After that injury scare nga in the first half. Timeout muna. Dasmarinas trying to address this run.
I have here with me Assistant Coach Juan Lucio Altar of Dasmarinas Don Pagunda AJ Hoop. So, hello Lucio. So, anong masasabi mo sa performance nyo, lalo na itong sabi mo hot shooter nyo na si CJ Castillejo?
Masabi ko sa performance nila is sobrang ganda ngayon. Then sa performance naman ni CJ Castillejo, medyo pigil pa siya kung tutusin. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, pero kahit pigil siya, maganda pa rin yung ginagawa niya sa loob nila.
Good luck. Juan Lucio, meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o batian?
Gusto na pasalamatan yung parents na nandito palagi, sa mga fans na lagi nanonood para sa amin, sumusuporta sa amin. Yan lang po.
Thank you so much and good luck for the team. Pero bago muna yung mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing this year fun here in the Junior MPBL. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Hi, Mencho.
That was Andy Veloso with that report. And pigil pa nga daw to si CJ Castillejo, missing on that three-pointer. He's back in the ball game now. Dahil 8-0 run na ang binibitawan dito ng Surhomes Leyte. And if you're putting up 10 points in the first half, tas pigil ka pa nun, I don't know what CJ Castillejo would look like, no? Kapag 100% ang kanyang ibubuhos.
And not only 10 points, you're the leading scorer of your team. So that will scream volumes, no? Paano pa kaya if, yun nga, sabi mo 100% ka na talaga.
As Rosales hits from outside. 11-0 run now for Surhomes Leyte. So mukhang yung mensahe na pwede nga i-extend pa to game number 3. Being echoed here by the players of Surhomes Leyte. Hindi pa daw tapos. They're acting like it. The guys in white. Still an 8-point lead, 44-36. But this lead was as high as 19 para sa Dasmarinas. They turn the ball over once again. Another opportunity na maibaba nitong Surhomes Leyte ang kalamangan. Navales goes to Rosales for another 3. Short that time. Castillejo asking for that basketball. But Guance looks to attack. Escapes Damian and able to get that layup to go. Rosales once again. Almost hit another one. Medyo after hitting that first three-pointer, no? Medyo couple of tries. Won't work. So foul will be whistled here against Perez.
Still, what's important is nakalapit na sila, no? They should take it step by step. Kita natin si Rosales taking all those threes. Maybe to some extent nagmamadali siya, no? He wants to cut the lead right now. But of course, kapag naghahabol ng ganito, alam naman natin lahat na it's not a fast process.
Castillejo from the corner would also miss on that three-pointer. Werner to Ferrer, too long. Third opportunity, ayaw pa rin. Ball will go back to Surhomes Leyte. Will stay rather to Dasmarinas. Si Zar Escoto pala yung tinuturo ng ating official. I thought he was signaling na babalik ang bola sa Leyte.
And commending Zor Escoto, no? Kita natin, harap na sa ring yung kanyang man, but napigilan niya pa rin.
Nice recovery there para kay Ravelo. Getting another bucket. And finally, addressing itong 11-0 run by Surhomes Leyte with their first 2 of the third. As Damian will miss inside. Looking to run, but Perez anticipating and reading the passing lane well. Rosales once again, that time around, all the confidence in the world. His second three-pointer of the game, chopping this lead down to 7. To the hoop, will be fouled by Rosales. Going to the line is Bercasio para dito sa Dasmarinas.
So itong Leyte, no, yung na-score nila for the whole second quarter, nalagpasan na agad nila with still almost 5 minutes remaining in our third quarter. Make that 14 points for them so far. So grabe, nagising nga talaga sila in this third quarter. And with the rate that they're going right now, baka malagpasan pa nila yung scoring output nila nung first quarter, which is 15.
Ito ang Leyte, di ba? Parang you wouldn't really want to end your season in a way na hahayaan mo na lang na manatili yung kalamangan itong Dasmarinas. Right? So itong third quarter, they're really using that as a way to send a message that they can hang with this Dasmarinas team despite being short-handed. As Rosales gives us his third three-pointer in this game. Umiinit na itong si Francis Rosales. Remember, in that Game 1 defeat, he was the top scorer dito for Surhomes Leyte. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that he can put up big numbers as well.
Yeah, and considering Leyte only shot a single three-pointer that time, and ngayon tatlo na agad coming from a single player. So that will scream volumes once again. And ito namang Dasma, that will certainly be an alert for you na there is no reason for you to be complacent.
46-42, now just a 4-point lead para sa Dasmarinas. Driving baseline, blocked by Rosales was Ravelo. Trying to leak it out to Perez, but Guance coming up with that steal. Short stab, ayaw para kay Werner. Ravelo, over the backboard, then ball goes back to Surhomes Leyte.
Dasma still trying to find the rhythm so far. It is 17-2 quarter in favor of Leyte with that three-point shot from Rosales. So really just a different story when it comes to the third quarter. Again, if you've been watching the junior MPBL, ganun talaga. Come third quarter, nag-iiba yung ihip ng hangin. Whether lalayo na yung lamang or makakahabol na yung naghahabol.
This case, it is the latter. Surhomes Leyte making some noise. Cutting this lead now just to 4, 46-42. Still 3 and 18 remaining sa ating third quarter. Minsan natural na rin kasi yan no? Lamang ka nga in the semifinal series, 1-0, right? So maybe there's some confidence for this Dasma team that they could afford to lose this game dahil nga may isa pa sila, may insurance pa sila. Then they led by 19 at the end of that first half. So syempre, natural yan na maging komportable ka dahil abante ka ng 19. And then things are going well for you. They ended that first half with a big three-pointer from Sobre Peña. So a lot of things are going well. But you gotta credit din tong Surhomes Leyte. Despite all those good things happening for Dasmarinas, hindi nila hinayaan that they hang their heads. And talagang yung energy nila dito sa third quarter is evident. Nagising talaga sila. Maybe that halftime speech from their coaches really working wonders for them and waking up their players. Navales hitting on that first free throw. Isa pa to, no? Si Navales, he could have just, sat out the game after suffering that injury kanina. Decided na, sasampu na lang sila. Hindi pa siya maglalaro. 46-44, down to the lowest lead as Castillejo will try again from outside, short. CJ Castillejo, after finding his range in the first half, still unable to get a three-pointer down here in the second half. Meanwhile, punta muli tayo kay Andy Veloso for a report. Andy?
During the halftime huddle, Coach Alfie of Dasmarinas said to his team that he wants to see them run more this fourth quarter. Dagdag pa niya, wag na pagbigyang makatira pa ang Leyte. Bibigyan daw niya ng playing time ang lahat basta wag lang daw hayaang makahabol o makalamang pa ang kalaban. Ika niya, magandang depensa, mananalo tayo. So far, Dasmarinas dominated the first half, but it looks like Leyte is waking up from their snooze this second half. Let's see what will happen this next quarter. Hi, Mencho.
Thank you, Andy. And waking up from that snooze indeed is Surhomes Leyte. Tabla na tayo at 46 and mukhang Navales na tamaan na to kanina. Seems like another injury. Kailangan niyang indahin dito. And it seems to be holding on to an area where neither of us, Cho, would want to be hit.
And what Leyte did better in this ball game is their points in the paint production. No? Because after the first half, they were down. They were outscored by 10 in the points in the paint. Ito naman, when we're gonna look right now, 4 na lang, no? Ang lamang ng Dasma with the points in the paint. So, yun yung adjustment nila. They really have been aggressive inside. Kita natin a couple of steals, a couple of fast break opportunities na hindi naman nila sinayang on that early third quarter.
Damian will be fouled again underneath. Continuing on that good result nga. Every time they are able to dump that ball to Dan Damian. Short on his first though, but an opportunity for Leyte na makuha ang kalamangan. For quite some time now, they have been chasing itong Dasmarinas. Able to get that bounce and will now take the lead 47-46. Guanse gets it to Castillejo. Baseline jumper won't work. Scotto high up for that board.
One more thing that Leyte has been doing a better job of is converting points from turnovers, as they've able to outscore itong Leyte, no? 6 points, 26-17. So a lot of adjustments for them come the second half, and just commending them for, of course, being aware, acknowledging those mistakes.
Surhomes Leyte will call for some time with 1:18 left in the third. A minute and 18 remaining sa ating third quarter. A look at some fans dito sa ating Montano Hall in Cavite City. Lovely to see kids enjoying this afternoon's action. Supporting their respective teams. Napakadaming ang bata rito. No? Start them young, ika nga. Surhomes Leyte now trying to protect this 1-point lead. Rosales from the same spot. Another three-pointer. Make that 4 3-pointers now for Francis Rosales.
And again, after just hitting a single three-pointer in their last game 1 against the same team, they've been able, or Rosales has been able to put up 4 3-pointers of his own only.
Ravelo. Siya naman ang makakadiskarte dito sa Dasmarinas, addressing that drought for Dasma. But that drive to the baseline, a power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Badly needed basket para sa Dasmarinas to address itong run nga ng Surhomes Leyte. Still a 1-point lead for Leyte dito. Escoto able to recover that pass. Rosales saving it. Nobody else will get it. Ball goes back to the Don Facundo AJ Hoops.
And on that play, kita natin Rosales was really looking for that 3-point shot, but he could have just cut to the basket kasi mas madali magiging pasa that time ni Escoto.
Castillejo now attacking Rosales. Hangs in the lane, able to get that bucket. Taking the lead back to Dasmarinas, 51-50. Escoto now sidestepping his way through, and the ball will remain with Surhomes Leyte. Mukhang natamaan si Zar Escoto in that penetration. Still on the floor is Zar Escoto. Might need to be replaced here. Mukhang natamaan na naman kung saan dinatamaan si Navales kanina. A guy would just shake it off. He knows he's very much needed by the Surhomes latest squad.
Yeah, considering they're only 10 in the roster, so hindi pwedeng mabawasan ba yan?
He gets the ball. Gives it to the hot hand, Francis Rosales. Gives up the dribble. Back to Escoto with 9 to shoot. Swing it to Navales. Nice fake. Three-pointer. That's off. The loose ball foul will be whistled here against Perez. And that will mean free throws para dito sa Dasmarinas. Penalty na ang Surhomes Leyte.
Although nasa lead ang Dasmarinas ngayon, no? I could say that Leyte really overachieved in this quarter. Like, entering the second half, you wouldn't really thought, or you would be lying if you told me that you really saw that this was coming, as it's Leyte outscoring Dasma so far 25-7. So that will scream volumes that Leyte has already topped their scoring outputs no first and second quarter in this third quarter alone.
Empty from the free throw line was Werner. Pass ahead to Perez. Gets it to Damian. Keyhole jumper will work. Lead back to dito sa Surhomes Leyte. 52-51. Last 2 seconds. Guanse matatapikan. Ibabato na lamang as time runs out in the third quarter. Gonna come back para dito sa Surhomes Leyte from 19 down and will take this 1-point lead to the last 10 minutes of action. 52-51. Tipin natin muli ang ating TMT play move of the game. So was that escape earlier by Guanse. Using the glass very wisely for that TMT play move of the game. Final 10 minutes of this ball game sa aming pagbabalik. Fourth and final quarter, and this is game number 2, semi-final matchup between Surhomes Leyte and Dasmarinas Don Facundo AJ Hoops in our 14 under South Division. A victory nga for Dasmarinas would allow them to move on to the division finals. Samantalang Surhomes Leyte really fighting to keep this series alive and move on to a game number 3. That third quarter nga, Cho, really, you know, what a comeback for Surhomes Leyte.
Yeah, I have no words to describe it. They have scored Dasma 27-7. 20 points yung difference in that quarter. Considering Leyte only scored 15 nung first, 10 nung second, tapos biglang 27 nung third. And ito namang Dasma actually scored 27 as well in the second. So, you know, really a lot of patterns to follow in this ball game, but fighting is really an understatement for this Leyte squad. They're not only fighting, they're really doing their best, doing it all, giving it their everything.
Dami nga dito sa players na to, sabi mo, ano, talagang really came from quite a distance, no? Talagang malayong pinanggalingan, and as Andy reported kanina in that interview, na Leyte, hindi pa tapos. Talagang may tsansa pa. They showed exactly that in that third quarter, making this a ball game. But CJ Castillejo opening up the scoring for Dasmarinas. And alam din na CJ Castillejo na it is CJ time. Try to maybe carry this team to a victory. Missing on that shot though, Damian with a board.
Sabi ni Coach Juan Lucio Altar kanina, no, nagpipigil itong si CJ. But if he's choosing a time na hindi magpigil, maybe this is the perfect time.
Pakawalan na niya ang sarili niya. No? Ito na yun, fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You would want to move on to that division finals. And that fast break attempt, courtesy of Ravelo. 3-point lead once again para sa Dasmarinas, 55-52. Surhomes Leyte will call for some time. Still 8:07 remaining in this ball game. Surhomes Leyte trailing by 3 against the Dasmarinas Don Pacundo AJ Hoops. Navales almost coming up with that steal. Ball goes back to Dasmarinas.
And I like that hustle from Navales. Kita mo from his body language to his facial expressions. Kita mo yung gigil sa bata. Kita mo he's really determined to win.
Beses nang tinamaan tong si Navales, no? Nursed that injury in the first half. That hard fall. Made his way back into this ball game. But Ravelo back-to-back baskets to create more caution dito para sa Dasmarinas.
Yes, it's back to a two-possession game for Dasma. So hopefully baka ito na yung caution na kailangan lang nila para makalayo once again. But if you're late, it's not looking good because onting opening lang for Dasma, you expect them to take advantage of it.
Damian a bit too deep in that instance. Castillejo looking to attack. Will be fouled by Escoto. Going to the line for a couple is CJ Castillejo. So after giving up that 19-point lead, itong Dasmarinas, showing us that they can also recover. Minsan parang nakaka-demoralize din yan. Na-give up mo yung ganong kalaking kalamangan in just one quarter. But showing us in this fourth that they can also be able to get their own energy, revitalize themselves. And in this case, trying to build that lead once again. Nasa 6 na ngayon after that Castillejo conversion in the first free throw. 2-4-2 para kay CJ Castillejo. Have a check how many points CJ already has in this ball game. Make that 16 now para sa kanya. And I would say parang tahimik pa nga nung 16 na yan, no?
Actually. And siguro sa way he plays, kaya na-infer ni Coach Lucio na nagpipigil pa siya. But then again, we're used to seeing him really explode. Yung maingay na 16 points.
Especially in the fourth quarter, he does know that a lot on the line. And Surhomes Leyte has also shown him that they can make that comeback and makastring ng mga points. Especially itong si Francis Rosales exploding in the third quarter. 4 3-pointers pinukol ni Francis Rosales. And lahat ng 3-pointers ng Surhomes Leyte, siya lang ang naka-shoot talaga.
That's another thing. Maybe Dasma will have to focus on Rosales because so far, siya lang din naman talaga yung nagiging main man for the squad. Wala naman talagang really other guys na medyo nag-iingay aside from Navales. Pero the next is Damian. Pero di ba nakita naman natin Damian was just getting his shots from the line. He wasn't really creating that much. So yun, that's another thing that they can focus on. The formula is simple. Stop the scorer, stop the offense of the whole team.
Splitting on that charity is Ravelo. Back to an 8-point lead, 60-52. Pass ahead to Escoto. Has a quick 2-on-1. Attacks the hoop. Able to finish. Zar Escoto, sabi nga natin, a lot of players fairly quiet outside of Francis Rosales. Zar Escoto is their other leading scorer. Nice to see him get his bucket. Quite a while now since we've mentioned this kid's name. Power move, by the way, brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Also commending Perez for that pass. Itong si Perez, again, not the noisiest player in our court today. Pero kita naman natin, kanina pa natin nakikita on the court, grabe yung minutes na nakukuha niya.
Castillejo will attack. Off the glass, won't work. Scotto with the board. Pass ahead, looking for Perez. Perez na ilang siya because he was trying to look for Rosales to streak to the basket. At dahil hindi nga niya nahanap si Rosales doon, ended up traveling with that basketball. 60-54. 6-point lead pa rin para sa Dasmarinas. Nice find inside. Castillejo. Nahanap niya itong si Bercasio for that underneath.
And that's what I like about CJ. Again, he is more than a capable scorer, but more importantly, he is a willing passer. And that's what makes his team better.
Scotto goes to the corner. Rosales, another three. Gets another one. 5 3-pointers now for Francis Rosales. Keeping Leyte in it with 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. As Perez gives up that foul against Ravelo.
Listen, Leyte is more than alive in this ball game. Just a 2-possession game. And if you're Dasma again, yun na nga, alam mong kayang bumawi ng Leyte. So what you want to do is just really close the doors that they've been all trying to open.
That's the stop that you're looking for if you're Surhomes Leyte. Trailing by 5, 62-57. Marangkada na nga muli dito ang Dasmarinas. But if magising ulit ang 3-point shooting, ito ni Francis Rosales. Itong Leyte really won't go away. Hanging in the lane, Escoto. Off balance on that attack. Still able to finish.
More importantly, it's a one possession lead, no? 3-point lead for them, for Dasma. And the pressure is now on Dasma because you're aware that your opponent is on a roll. Nasa kanila yung momentum.
As Werner will be fouled underneath. We'll go back to the line for 2. Giving up that foul was Naj Lopez. Naj Lopez getting his first minutes of action dito sa ating fourth quarter. Pinagpapahinga lang itong si Navales. As we see him on the bench right now. Extremely short-handed our Surhomes Leyte with just 10 people in their rotation.
Yes, they're really attempting to move mountains by getting this W. And it's not impossible, not even improbable. They just have to play with their cards very well.
They could take any inspiration. The JT Bulacan Taipan squad that won yesterday had just 8 players. As Escoto gets another bucket. 63-61, now just a 2-point lead. Castillejo with a spin. Nice drop pass to Ravelo. Masasabitan dito. For 2 free throws. Pan Lopez na naman ang mapipituhan.
We're back to a 1 possession, but this time it's a 2-point lead for Leyte. So unti-unti, they're really closing in to this Dasma squad. And still a lot of time remaining. So if you're Dasma again, ito, nasa free throw line ka, you wanna capitalize on those. Make sure to make it always a 2-possession game.
Penalty na nga dito ang Surhomes Leyte with 4:48 left in our fourth quarter. Samantalang Dasmarinas naman has yet to give up any foul in this final canto. 2-for-2 para kay Ravelo, extending this lead again to a 2-possession ball game. Sabi mo nga, Choi, very important for them to keep itong Surhomes Leyte at bay. Damian inside. 3 black shirts surrounding him. Rosales, another 3. That's off. Great defense there from Guanse. Looking to extend it through Castillejo. Using that Werner pick. Attacks the baseline. This drop pass. Able to be contained. Ravelo behind the back. Turns. Pass a bit too low. Turns it over naman. Babalik ang bola dito sa Surhomes Leyte.
And Leyte has a chance to make it yet again a one-possession lead. And for Dasma, just props to them for always making it a two-possession lead para kahit makascore itong Leyte, hindi magtatay. So kahit pa paano may margin pa sila para makascore no, with their own bucket.
This is Perez. Inside to Escoto. Nice find. Perez to Escoto. Cutting this lead again to 2. Surhomes Leyte, talagang di nila inahayaan na ito nang maging huli nilang laro. But Guanse, binawi din naman sa kabila.
And at this point, I think you can afford to keep exchanging buckets because still ample amount of time. You're still trying to find your rhythm come through the last 2 minutes. But of course, mas gusto mo na itaya na yung ball game. Mas maganda na makakuha ka pa ng kalamangan.
Jump ball will be called. And the ball possession will go back to the Dasmarinas Don Facundo AJ Hoops. 4-point advantage. And try nilang alagaan dito with 3:27 left in this ball game. He led by as much as 19, but Surhomes Leyte came roaring back sa ating third quarter. Castillejo will miss on that three-pointer, but offensive rebound by Werner. Nakatulog ang lahat ng tao dahil umover nga yung bola dun sa ating board, but ball was alive. And offensive rebound and conversion was done by Dasmarinas.
The ball did not hit any part of the ring no, that was behind the backboard. So it was alive. And, nakatulog talaga yung depensa at that time.
Castillejo finishing on the break. 8-point lead once again para dito sa Dasmarinas.
Fatigue factor started to kick in for Leyte. Kita natin on that last play. They didn't have the gas anymore para habulin itong si Guanse.
And who can blame them? Right? And, yun nga, the rotation, yes, they have 10 players, but I'm pretty sure hindi pa umuupo for a long time karamihan ng starters ng Surhomes Leyte. And hindi nila din afford na magbalasa too much dahil ang laki nga ng hinahabol nila simula nung third quarter. Fouling out for Dasmarinas is Bercasio. He was called for that foul, trying to stop yung three-point shot nito ni Rosales from the corner. So this is 3 free throws for Francis Rosales. Able to hit 5 3-pointers already in this game. It's a chance to make 3 free throws from the line. Rosales so far 25 points to go with 9 rebounds, replicating that great performance in that Game 1 loss nga against the same team. Make that 2 for 2. 1 more to go. To keep his team close. Make that 3 for 3. Francis Rosales, 28 big points. Almost a steal from the backcourt by Escoto. They get it to Castillejo. Pass a bit too high para kay Werner. Turnover. Surhomes, opportunity to reduce this 5-point deficit. Perez attacking the lane, kicks it out. Navales for 3. Gets that 3-pointer to go back to a 2-point lead. Surhomes Leyte, talagang kumakatok pa rin.
And it's far from over. As we enter our last 2 minutes, it's really just a heck of a game for this latest squad. Don't count them out just yet.
Last 2 minutes na nga ang sinisigaw dito ng ating venue announcer. Surhomes Leyte, just a bucket away from tying this ball game or possibly taking the lead. Perez attacks. Kick out to Escoto. Back to Navales. Straight away. Another 3-pointer. That's short. Ball goes back to Dasmarinas. Would have been big if that Navales 3 would have gone down.
Yeah, dodge the bullet right there. If you're Dasma, you're just thankful na hindi pumasok yun. But right now, what you want to do if you're Dasma is to just cross. I was just about to say cross the ball because yun yung nagiging problema nila. Medyo nakakakuha ng mga unting pickpockets itong Leyte.
Guanse will be whistled for that foul. Trying to steal the ball from Rosales. Just their second team foul. So that's one thing working dito para sa Dasmarinas Don Facundo AJ Hoops. Matipid sila sa foul and they have a couple more to give. Not giving any freebies dito sa Surhomes Leyte. Escoto. Ooh, illegal screen will be called here against Perez. That would be his 5th foul as well. Gotta give credit dito kay Danril Perez, no? Averaging just 5 points and 2 assists in the tournament so far. Pero in this particular ball game, 5 points to go with 9 dimes. Really one of the players that tried to fill in the absence nga of some of the key players dito ng Surhomes Leyte. First time in this ball game para dito kay Malinaw. Let's see if he can be that magic bunot dito para sa Surhomes Leyte. Just a minute and 18 remaining. Ball stolen by Navales. Gets it to Damian. Finds the ball back. They reset to Escoto. Ikot nila. Rosales from the same corner. Another 3-pointer. Francis Rosales. Unconscious.
6 3-pointers on his name. And more importantly, a lead, a 1-point lead.
Castillejo will miss inside. Werner put back. Ayaw. Damian fighting for it. Ball is tapped to Rosales. Ahead to Navales. Pull up. Matutuklaw. And he will go to the line for 2. What a sequence dito, Cho. 3-pointer from Rosales. That favorite spot from him. Hindi na naman nahanap ng Dasmarinas.
And that left corner is really deadly for him. Make that 27 points for him if I'm not mistaken. Actually make that 30 points for him after that 3-pointer.
Francis Rosales giving them a 1-point lead, 72-71 with 45 seconds left in this ball game. Exactly 45 seconds remaining in this ball game. Dasmarinas trailing once again by 1, 72-71. Talagang tong Surhomes Leyte, Cho, no? This fight in this second half specifically, trailed by as much as 19, came back in the third quarter, threatened to break away against Dasmarinas. Pero hindi na naman hinayaang makabitaw nitong Surhomes Leyte. And Francis Rosales, 6 3-pointers, 30 big points, really putting him, this team in possession to get this game 2 victory and put it to a do-or-die game number 3.
Actually, we have a deadlock in quarter scoring. Both teams have scored 20 points in this 4th quarter. Pero tama nga third quarter, yung naging game changer talaga ng itong the defining moment nitong Leyte. That third quarter was really something else.
Game reset tayo dito, Cho, no? Both teams still a timeout left. And both teams in the penalty. Navales splits his charities, missing on that second. 2-point lead pa rin para sa Surhomes Leyte. Castillejo. Ball stolen once again. Mukhang nga masyadong malalim dun para kay Gonzales. Damian loses that basketball, but ball will be retained by Surhomes Leyte.
Nakikita natin yung gigil itong Dasma. Of course, they want to get the ball so bad. They want to tie the ball game up. Maybe yun pa yung magiging rason kung bakit magkocommit pa sila na mas maraming fouls.
About a 12-second shot clock and game clock difference. They go to Damian. Spinning baseline. Offensive foul will be called against him. Ball goes back to Dasmarinas. An opportunity dito for Dasma to tie this ball game. Possibly with a 3. Take the lead back. Last timeout na nga dito will be called by Dasmarinas. Try to draw something up. Give themselves an opportunity to proceed naman to the division finals with the victory nga dito. After would be mag-aabang na sila for the winner of the for the Muntinlupa Cavite City Aces Solar matchup.
Yeah, if you're Dasma, this is almost the same situation as Bawan kanina eh. Si Nitura, obviously, is Castillejo in this scenario. Nakaabangan nila yan tumira. So what you want to do if you're the teammates of CJ, gusto mo ready ka lang. Tulad lang din ng ginawa ng Bawan kanina.
So far, CJ Castillejo, especially in the second half, no? Medyo mas nagising na siya, mas hindi napigil, I would say. 18 points so far para sa kanya. Ravelo, close second with 17 points. Kailangan din nila mag-ingat dito kaya Ravelo if you're Sur Homes Leyte, because CJ Castillejo definitely be able to find his teammates. Last 14 seconds. Castillejo for 3. That's off. Rebound battle. Gonzalez gets it. Another opportunity. Guance with a floater. That's short. Escoto with the board. 3 seconds left. Ball is stolen by Gonzalez. Castillejo for 3. And that short time runs out. Almost a game winner para kay CJ Castillejo. As time will run out and Sur Homes Leyte will get the Game 2 victory coming from all the way down from 19, extending this series to a third deciding game. What a finish, Joe.
Yeah, and grabe again, coming all the way from a big lead. The third quarter really changed it. It was a game changer for them. And we have no words for what just transpired.
As we look at our team to play move of the game, you know what? Ang dami mong pwedeng pagpili ang 3-pointers ni Francis Rosales. Just one of them. He had 6 today. 30 big points for this guy from Leyte Sur Homes. Keeping his team alive and keeping the series alive. Nung gusto nga bumitaw ulit nitong Dasmarinas, he was able to find a way to get to that same spot and that left corner 3. Best friend of Francis Rosales.
Yeah, and not to mention, also has 10 rebounds to his name. So not only did he score the ball, but also did well in other departments as well.
Dasma had a chance to win it. Akala mo, na-rebound na ni Escoto. Bumalik pa bola sa Dasmarinas. Castillejo had a good look. Had a good look. That was his shot. Able to get that basket to go. Would have been the game winner. But now Andy Veloso with our TMT Play Best Player of the Game, Francis Rosales.
Thank you, Jaime. Our TMT Play Best Player of the Game, Francis Brent Rosales from the 14 under Leyte Sure Home. So congratulations for tying up this semifinal series. Nung first half, nakakalamang yung Dasmarinas. Pero pagdating nung second half, nagising kayo, nakahabol kayo. Paano nyo nagawa yun, Francis Brent?
Ginawa namin yung lahat, yung mindset namin, tapos yung depensa, teamwork namin. Yan lang po.
Congratulations. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o batian, Francis?
Nagpasalamat ako sa pamilya ko dyan, nanonood, saka sa barangay ko, at siyempre sa kanila.
Congratulations for that double-double performance, 30 points, 10 rebounds. So from our TMT Play Best Player of the Game, Francis Brent Rosales. Congratulations to the team. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Andy, and congratulations once again, Francis Rosales, our TMT Play Best Player of the Game. All these 3-pointers nga was the key in making that comeback and sticking to that comeback.
Yeah, 7 3-pointers to be exact, along with 10 rebounds. And of course, commending also his teammates for stepping up. Again, kahit 10 players lang, short rotation pa rin eh. So, of course, the fatigue started to kick in. Kita natin, di na nila nahahabol. Minsan yung mga breakaways itong Dasma, but still escaping with a W. Great respect for these guys from Leyte.
And that would be a wrap for game number 6, the final game that we have this Sunday. Magkita-kita po tayo ulit next week. Magpapaulam na kami ni Cho Pangilinan and Andy Veloso. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. Magbabalik po pa tayo sa Junior MPBL next week for more playoff action sa Liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.